Welcome, period 357. Today I'll introduce the project which is called Save the Water, My Friend. This comes from the famous quote by Bruce Lee, who said once, "Be like water, my friend." Your job in this final assessment will be to research and investigate one solution to our water crisis. You've already started this by looking at seven um, solutions currently out there for drought. So you really focus in on one. Once you've figured out which one you would like to investigate, you will create a presentation with a group. And then when your presentation's done, you will do a solo video presentation at school or at home telling us what your presentation is about. Okay? Once you do that, you will be eligible to write the final summative. And in the final summative, you will be analyzing multiple videos done by your peers to figure out what is a combination of best solutions to the Monterey water crisis problem. Okay, and all of this relates to the performance expectations, which is really saying we're going to look at several design solutions to identify the best of each to come up with a new solution to meet the need for the Monterey water crisis. Okay, and I just added this little kind of play on quote from Bruce Lee. You can see I've X'd it out and put "Save the water, my friend." Okay, to do this and to do this smoothly, please follow the checklist 1 through 7. And you'll notice that there's linked documents in here, starting with the water crisis solution doc. This was due in class before class started. If you're not done this, you will not be able to pick your own partner because your partner might be ahead of you, the person that you thought was going to be your partner. Hopefully you're done this and your partner's done this so you guys can scratch off number 1 and work to way to number 2. Number 2 is decide if you want to be in a group. If you don't, that's great. Go to number 3. Number 3 is pick your solution. You can see that there's an example done for you. What you have to do is, for period 3, for example, you will have to decide which of these solutions you wish to explore. Okay? And if I scroll down to period 4, these students here have picked their solutions that they want to do. Okay? Why is the name hyperlinked? Well, the hyperlink means that you will have a video. Most people were saying you're not allowed to upload to YouTube. You could do it to Loom. And the video, if I click on your name, it will take me to the presentation that Johnny has said about solar pumps. Okay? This is very important for the summative because in the summative, you will actually view all, not all, but some from each of the 4 categories and then come up with the best solution based on things you liked from the videos that you watched. That's all the summative is, okay? This right here is an example. It's actually not a video of Johnny's presentation, but it just shows you that you need to hyperlink your name, okay? If your name is not in the list and it's not hyperlinked, by May 30th, 2022, 8 a.m., you will get an NE for your final summative, and that will drop your grade. So those people that are needing, to maintain their GPA or they need to be over the 2.2, make sure this is done by May 30th, okay? Go back to the original document. Once you've decided the solution that you're going to do the checklist. The checklist is really what you need in your presentation. The audience is for grade 7. You and your group will create the presentation. You can see that there's 10 bullet points, including a visual model, okay, in your presentation. And once you've answered and found out the information by surfing the web, you'll put this into a nice presentation that you'll present, again, in a video and hyperlink your name to that sheet that I just showed you, okay? All of that's due by May the 30th, okay? And then this week, May 30th to June 3rd, you will be watching the videos, doing the summative, again, which is to summarize, to take the best of each solution so that you have a very good idea of how to combat and how to mitigate the damage from the lack of water. Okay? The week of 6th to the 10th is really a time for reteaching, reassessing, extending, things like that. Okay? Summative, this is what you're going to be seeing in the summative, and even extending if you want to read that, ask some questions. Okay? This is the project. Good luck. Again, you're only allowed to pick a partner right now, number 2, if you and the person you want to work with is done this document and it's submitted into the Google Classroom. Thank you very much, and we will, if you have a question, ask me in class.